Hello everyone, Scholastic here. Today I am going to give my tips and tricks and I guess wisdom over the 2 years I've been playing Call of Duty Zombies for newer players or just inexperienced players, people who just suck, to put it simply. And yeah, so I decided to make that video because I have a lot of friends who are starting to play Call of Duty Zombies with me now, aside from friends that I originally played it with. And since they're new, they obviously are not that great, so I'm gonna use this video to help them and to help other people. And I hope that this is helpful to you. Just a quick disclaimer, I'm not the best at Call of Duty Zombies, not even close, but I do think that I could call myself a good player, and I do think that what I have to say will definitely help out any newer players. So let's get into the video. So, there are 3 habits that I noticed that new players do that are just really stupid, bad habits that will inevitably result in your death. And so the first one that I'm gonna bring up is when a good player goes down, for some reason I notice new players will always try to revive them, no matter what. And that usually would be a good thing, but the thing is, they always will try reviving them, even if there's a huge horde of zombies, that'll always kill them, that there's like no way that they could revive them, because the zombies will just kill them instantly. But they still try for some reason. So, just don't do this. So, it takes almost a minute for someone to bleed out when they go down. It doesn't take like 10 seconds like new players seem to act like it does. Like, here's some footage of my friend getting down. Look how long it takes him to bleed out. Okay, so that took around 35 seconds for him to bleed out, which is more than enough time for you to take care of the horde of zombies that will most likely be following you. You could train them, you can kill them, you could just run away from the situation, and newer players, don't be afraid to let the better player bleed out, because they will always have a better time getting their stuff back than you will if you bled out. And the game, if you're playing 2-player or if you're the last player alive, you always need to prioritize yourself over reviving everyone else, because if you die, then the game's over, obviously. Now into the second habit. So, zombies don't obey the laws of personal space, so what you have to do is, you have to make them obey that by running away from them. Around 5 feet is when you want to just start running away from zombies. You don't want to let them get any closer than that. And a lot of new players don't do this. A lot of the time they'll just stand still and shoot the zombies, and then they'll start running once they get red screened. And that's just a very, very bad habit, because a zombie could double swipe you, you could just not run away in time. It's just super, super easy to die by doing this. And this is probably the worst habit that any new zombie player could do. So, what you need to do is you need to constantly move while shooting. Don't ever stand still when you're shooting, unless if you're in, like, round 1. And you also need to never ever let zombies get close to you. Except if you're surrounded, then obviously you can't do anything about it. But if you can prevent it, do not let zombies get close to you. Trust me, this is a really, really helpful habit. The TLDR of this is, don't let zombies get close to you. If they reach a certain, you always want to be in on the move, and if they reach a certain distance close to you, you just need to book it, keep running, and stop shooting. Okay, so the last habit that new players do a lot is they shoot way too much. Now, I understand how new players may think, oh, well, since they're zombies and you have to kill the zombies, obviously, I should shoot and try to kill them. But, preserving your own life is way more important in zombies than actually killing zombies, as crazy as that could sound. Because zombies will just always respawn, and you won't. So, you need to preserve your life to survive for as long as possible. So, Basically, what I do is just think of it like this way. You should be moving around or trying to survive 90% of the time and shooting 10% of the time. Trust me, if you start getting attacked, you need to stop shooting and just get out of that area before you start shooting the zombies again. This is a very, very helpful habit to break. Okay, so now we're in the tips and tricks section of this video, and this is going to be fairly straightforward. Trick number 1, set your FOV to maximum. No matter what zombies game you're playing, set your FOV to maximum. You can do this in any zombies. Before Black Ops 2, there aren't any FOV slider settings, so you do need to use commands to manually set your FOV. So if you don't want to do that, or if you don't know how to, you don't have to do it in Black Ops and World at War. But in Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, Black Ops 2, Black Ops Cold War, all the games after Black Ops 2, basically, they have FOV sliders, so you need to be using those FOV sliders. It helps a lot because you can see where the zombies are, because the zombies will often be outside of your field of view, at least the default one, but when you put the field of view to max, it makes it so much easier to see. So yeah, that's tip and trick number 1. Okay, tip number 2 for new players is definitely do not be an overextending type of zombies player when you're a new player. If we go to the end of the game, let's just fast forward that here. I was about to.
Like, that would be annoying, but that would be kind of funny.
This dog is just tanking all my grenades. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, we survived.
That was still pretty good.
That was the best game I've ever played. Alright, so you see how my friend got 6 downs, and he's a new player. He was not overextending at all. This is why he got the least amount of downs. Even I got more downs than him. This is how you should be playing. You should be trying to not get kills, just kind of be out of the way, but still trying to improve. Like, it's fine to get downs, it's just the goal to make yourself less of a detriment is to just try and get as few downs as possible. You don't have to get kills, you just have to pretty much not get downs as a new player. And I'd highly recommend playing a solo game to get better at getting kills and staying alive. Okay, so for the third tip slash trick, perks are super important. Buy them. So the best perk in the game is Juggernog. Juggernog gives you more health, so it allows you to take more hits, and it also allows you to take more hits from your explosive weapons. So if you shot yourself a certain amount of times with the ray gun, the amount of hits you could take would increase if you bought Juggernog. Juggernog is by far the best perk of all time. You should always buy that. It doesn't exist in Black Ops 4, but no one plays Black Ops 4, so it doesn't matter. But you should always buy Juggernog when you can afford it. And one thing to note is that you do lose your perks when you down. So if you think that you're about to down, save off buying Juggernog, unless if you're in a solo game, then in that case you should just buy it and try to survive. So the most important perks to buy in order, in my opinion, are Juggernog first, Speed Cola second. So if you're in solo, Quick Revive should be should actually be the first perk you buy. Since it revives you, it automatically revives you if you're not playing Black Ops Cold War. But if you're in co-op, then Quick Revive shouldn't be an important perk. In fact, most of the time I don't even buy it in co-op. And the third I'd say would be Double Tap. But do not buy Double Tap if you're playing Black Ops or World at War. The reason is because it sucks in those games, and it only just increases your fire rate. But in Black Ops 2 and all the games after it, they made it so that it also doubles your damage for your bullet weapons, as well as increases your fire rate. The reason why increasing your fire rate is terrible is because it actually makes you waste ammo faster. Anyone who's used Double Tap in World at War and Black Ops can attest that it makes you lose your ammo faster. So do not buy it in those 2 games. And feel free to experiment with perks in other maps, like Vulture, Electric Cherry, in like other games, but always buy Jug, and buy it as soon as you can, unless if you think that you're gonna down. So training is probably the most important skill you'll ever learn in Zombies. So listen up, because this is, I cannot say how amazing training is. When I first started playing the game, I didn't think that training was a good thing. I thought that it was unnecessary. All my friends who were good did it, but I just thought it was unnecessary. And then I actually tried to do it, I tried experimenting it, and then I realized just how good training was, and I have always been doing it in my zombie games since. So let's hop into a match in Black Ops 2. Yeah, so you see how like I am maneuvering through them like this. This is around what you should be doing. See, there's situations where you might need to train like this in order to survive. And you'll encounter those situations quite frequently. Let's see if I can grab that nuke. And yeah, as you can see, now let's try shooting at their heads. See, the horde just melted way faster than if I would have shot at their feet. And if you don't believe me still, then I'll just build up another horde right now. Okay. See how much slower they're dying? I would have had that horde destroyed by now if I was aiming for headshots. See the difference? So that's just showing some of the basics of what training can do, some types of training you can do, and yeah, so practice it, go in a solo game. I find it super easy to practice in Black Ops 3, but whatever game you want to practice it in, fine. Just a quick disclaimer, World at War has a glitch where the zombies essentially, it's like they grab onto you. Basically, when you're close to a zombie, you're slowed down. So training close to a horde isn't really a good idea, because if you get too close to them, they'll slow you down, and that can result in your death. Anyone who's played World at War will know what I'm talking about. Hey everyone, thank you for watching my Call of Duty Zombies tips and tricks video. I really appreciate it. If you think that this video helped you out in any way, please like. If you find this video useful, please like. If you like this channel and like the content that I create, please subscribe, because I would really appreciate it. I'm almost at 1K, and it would be amazing if I could hit that milestone sometime soon. And yeah, I have a Twitch and a Twitter as well, so you guys can follow that, where I stream and post dumb stuff. I don't really use Twitter as much because it's just a terrible social media platform. And yeah, so like, subscribe, bye.